Hey everybody, I'm back, I suppose. I know it's been a little while, and I'm sorry about that, but it was kind of cool to actually see everyone's comments on Twitter and on YouTube here and being like, "Hey, when are you gonna make a new video?" I actually had one guy that was kind of pissed at me. So, if you're that guy, screw you. Otherwise, I'm happy to be back making another video for you. So what happened to me? What's the deal here? Well, I really don't know. Some different things were going on, and I guess I just sort of was tired of programming and making videos, and it sort of caught up to me. So I'm thinking I'm going to pace myself a little more. I still have a very strong desire to create a game and put it out there for the world and make some money doing something I'm happy about doing in my life. I think a big impetus for that was I went to Kineticon, which in Connecticut here is an anime video game, convention, which is really cool. And I just uploaded a video with some pictures I took there. Um, and when I was there, I realized that there are a lot of people there that make their living doing artwork, drawing comics, doing, voice acting or acting and making games. And I said, fuck, I need to like do this and do something awesome in my life. And I'm really excited now to make a game again. I also noticed that Microsoft rebranded their community games as Microsoft Indie Games, which is cool because if I put out a game, I can be like, yeah, I'm an indie game developer, so you can kiss it. Anyway, I actually did some things in my game here since we last saw each other, and you'll notice my character is just falling through space here. I'm going to show you what I did. Rather than just having these obstacles I can slide around the screen, I'm trying to create a map editor so that I can get Honeybee to start drawing me some tiles and things, and then I can place them and begin doing some basic maps and then populate them with enemies and so forth. So for now, I hit the E key and I have this basic HUD that I made. Now if I click the obstacle button, you'll actually see that this obstacle will grow and I can move it around. You'll notice that it snaps to a grid. So I had to create this grid structure within my programming and then have it calculate what the nearest grid node is. So let me show you that here. You'll see that it says here nearest node, and it shows the X and Y coordinates in the world. And then when you drop something, it says the new position that it placed it at. So my next step is to then be able to activate this save map button, have it completely save the position of all the obstacles that I've placed within the map, and then be able to save and reload them at will and create different maps. That's the next step I'm going to work on next. However, I sort of need to go back and familiarize myself with everything that I did. I mean, I was working with C# for what, a couple weeks or a month maybe a little more than that. And I think it'll come back quickly, but unless you're working with a code base every day, and I've already written a lot of code for this project, you need to make sure you're really familiar with where everything is. And so it might take me a day or two to sort of get back on the wagon, as it were. Anyway, my character can still, move and jump around, and nothing's really changed there. However, I don't remember. Did I make a camera last time? Cause now I've got a camera. Yeah, I think I did. Cause right, I put a link to a really cool website I found that had a tutorial about dealing with cameras. So right now the world is a couple thousand pixels wide or whatever, and part of the challenge as I continue is going to be creating the camera that can be. I'm going to have basically different segments of levels. Right, so if you've been with me this long, you deserve to know what this is I'm working on. Well, based on my artwork, you can probably tell. I want to create a game that's true to the style of games on the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original NES. So I'm going for full 8-bit graphics and music and controls. But I'm actually going to update it with some new features so that we can actually use more buttons than A and B on the Xbox 360 controller. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. So my favorite game of all time is Mega Man 2. So I want to actually have a camera system that works similarly. You'll remember that in Quick Man's level, right? You would drop down and all those lasers would shoot out. So in that map, the camera would go vertically, whereas in most levels the camera would go horizontally. Sometimes the camera would scroll along with Mega Man, like you see that happening with my character here. And then other times you'd be in this room where the camera would then zip over when you got to the edge of the screen, just like in the original Zelda, right? With the overworld. So I'm going to have to customize the map to do some things like that. For now, I'm pretty happy that I've actually moved these things all around because I didn't see any code online about how to create a grid structure or load in safe positions or anything. So I'm really pleased with the progress that I've made because I'm just sort of pulling this out of my ass as I go. So anyway, that's kind of it for now. I'm gonna try and upload this to YouTube and see how everything looks since I've recorded this in Windows, and we'll take it from there. So until next time, which is hopefully not too far away, send me some positive energy and good comments so that I can have everybody ride my ass and keep this thing going. And I hope if you're working on something that it's turning out well for you. So until next time, take it easy.